Okay, episode number 4 of the Séance of Blake Manor. I think I just doubted myself that was the game's name. Let's assume that's the game's name. It is breakfast o'clock. This is the third in-game hour of the game. We have solved the mystery of whether hang on, get my notes up. Evelyn Dean has disappeared. She has disappeared. We solved Mrs. Humbersnatch. I can't remember what her name was. We are on episode 4, and my memory is already failing us. This is only the beginning of how bad it's going to get, so forgive me. But I can't remember her exact name. Mrs. Bumbersnatch, we're going to call her now. Didn't have any magical powers, so wanted to eat the heart of someone with magical powers to gain magical powers for herself. Possibly Evelyn Dean. We're not sure yet, but we stopped her because Monsieur Toussaint was on her case. He's a skeptic. He's here for the seance, but he's not coming to the seance anymore. In fact, 2 people are not coming to the seance anymore. Toussaint and Bumbersnatch. And everyone who decides not to go to the seance affects the weird machine in the lobby, which is slowly ticking down. And we, the Detective Ward, that's us, suspect that the further down we make that machine go, the better it is for us. I don't know why we think that, but it seems to be a hunch we've got. At the end of the last episode, we used a secret sigil to find a sort of secret dungeon in the basement where there was a spooky ghost in a spooky skeleton that kind of opened up a secret hallway for us, which in the time we had left, we only managed to sort of unlock a door. But now it's breakfast time, and I don't know what happens next, so let's find out. At some point, I'm going to fix this lighting situation. I know I look kind of weird in the corner here, but we're all gonna have to deal with that together. Okay, we're still at the door. But if I check the map, has everyone gone to breakfast? I guess we haven't got the breakfast open yet, have we? I think it was here. I think breakfast is in here. Well, let's open the spooky door. Oh my god, there's more spooky skeletons. Okay. Okay, the only thing we can touch is the spooky remains. Another skeleton in pieces. Is this what she wanted me to find? She being the other spooky skeleton who kind of opened this up for us. What did we do? Eat it? Oh no, it's this way around. No, where did it go? Oh no, hang on. There we go. Remains I found in a hidden room. So are we just carrying them around with us? Oh, hauntings. Holy shit, what? Okay, hang on. Let's go back. So we found the archway in the basement. Yes, we opened it up with a sigil. We opened it up with this sigil. This is what I thought. This is specifically a sigil that reveals doors hidden behind walls, because we found a second one of these. It was identical. It opened up another thing. Cool. Right, we're on the case. See, we're connecting. Hauntings. I'm told many have witnessed strange apparitions in and around the manor. Certainly, I have had an improbable experience here myself. Yes, we had a spooky skeleton. A young couple walled up to punish their love. Now, I don't think that in the game was clear. The evidence is included in the following cases. Mrs. Dean's bedroom. Hello. So let's go to... Okay, so we think this is going to be connected somehow. Another set of remains. I wonder if the ghost wants these brought to her. Not bruff. I think the game has given away slightly more than it meant to, but that's fine. We'll take them back. We'll bring the lovers back together. Oh yeah, the other thing that happened in the last episode was there was basically a weeping angel thing, which I did not enjoy. Hello, would you like some remains? Oh, it's not scary. It's nice. Percival damned them to an eternity of torment. And for what? He knew their screams would go unheard. I pray they find the peace they deserve. So we are believing in the supernatural now because, you know, ghosts. May God have mercy on their souls. What has this done for us? How long were they trapped here? How long can a soul linger, and why? I wonder. Amen. No. Best not to dwell on it. Probably right. Ah, we put the lovers together. Now, how's that looking on our mysteries? That's not the mystery I was after. I was after this mystery. Wasn't I? Yeah. Now, why is it here? Let's go back to this one. Okay, I'm just sorry. I'm looking at my head. I'm just a bit concerned that I'm over the... Well, you can see the guy here, right? Like, it's mostly out of the way of the dialogue text and all that stuff, so I think that's okay. I'm sorry if it's not. Okay. Discover the truth. Okay, that's not really incredible facts about it. Okay, sorry. I'm just kind of working out where we are. Off we go. Let's... The staff area is locked off. I was going to say, let's go to breakfast, which I believe is here. I mean, not straight here, but on this floor. What is this? The stables. Stables open at 10 a.m. Okay, cool. Hello, this is the dining room. What's up?
Hello again, sir. You here for the meal?
Sure am. Yes.
Certainly, sir. Let me show you to your seat.
Okay, now I hope this place is full of people and that we're going to be doing some investigating.
If you're looking for a seat, you're welcome to join us. I'm sure my companion here won't mind.
Why not? I'm being educated on the specifics of tomorrow evening's séance, and why, apparently, it's so impressive.
Now, these two are not lovers, according to, like, that big scene where everyone was introduced. But we'll see. They're just travelling together. They're companions. 21 minutes to enjoy... Yeah, go on. Because then I'll have to find somewhere else. Yeah, no.
Declan Ward. Pleased to meet you both.
Allow me to introduce Mrs. Olivia Darcy, and I am Lloyd Dupre.
Dupre, Darcy. Dupre, Darcy.
Would you believe that he's somewhat of an expert on all things related to death?
That's useful, because I just spoke to some dead people in the basement.
She means I am an undertaker.
Okay, less useful.
More than that, evidently. We were just talking about this grand séance, and I'm trying to understand what it is that makes it so grand. All séances are used to speak to ghosts. Is that not the entire point of them?
What's your point?
So, wherein lies the distinction? Surely, if Miss Mantovani has held a séance before, then she has also made a ghost talk before.
No. Though I understand the confusion, we have gotten close to that feat, parallel to it, but direct communication has not been achieved.
Okay. All right. So we haven't had like a proper... I mean, as I said, there were some people in the basement who I kind of communicated with.
Seances are used to invite a ghost to communicate and to provide a means for them to do so. In the most successful cases, the spirit speaks through the medium themselves.
Okay. Well, we didn't get that far. We just got a bunch of spooky pointings.
But those cases are debunked at worst and uncorroborated at best. There is no way to prove beyond doubt that the medium did not make it up.
There's more skeptical people here than I thought there were going to be.
Now, in any records of direct sightings, and this is true of my own encounters, the ghosts cannot speak for themselves. Miss Mantovani intends to...
I've actually kind of forgotten who Miss Mantovani is, and she's come up several times in the last hour. Ooh. Uh-oh. Doyle.
Oh dear, I
Joyce,
found the
even?
right hames of this. Don't fret, nothing's broke.
Doyle is the guy. The guy who let us into the room.
Oh, do you need help, Mrs. Joyce?
Oh, that's nice of you.
Oh no, sir, thank you. I managed to drop it. I can manage to pick it back up, I'm sure.
Oh. Yeah, go on. I'm a mischievous devil, me.
What a ruckus.
That poor woman. Anyway, where was I? The hope is that Miss Mantovani, with the right time, place, and people around her, will cut out the middleman, or middlewoman in this case, and have the spirit speak for itself.
That would be quite a
Is
feat.
that really possible?
Tomorrow night, the veil between worlds will be at its thinnest, and it's especially thin here, in this part of the country.
I keep meaning to turn the voices up. I'll do it when they start... Can I do it now? No, I'll do it.
The hotel. It's not without its storied history. Plenty of uncrossed souls in these walls. That, of course, is where the danger lies.
Okay.
Danger?
Spirits aren't to be trifled with. That gets forgotten sometimes.
Okay, so not particularly skeptical then. Ask about the danger. No, carry on.
But no one has ever truly been hurt by a spirit, as I hear it. When that has happened, it's been proven to be the work of charlatans. Their tools getting out of hand. Isn't that right?
While it isn't common, I'm afraid that's not exactly true, my dear. I've seen it myself. Provoked spirits can be dangerous.
See, I didn't need to interrupt. They were going to get there themselves.
Perhaps I'll stand farther back from the proceedings than I initially planned.
Probably wise.
But I don't think I'm done with my questions, Mr. Dupre. I want to know more about your practice.
I feel like these are the two that are travelling together. Like they're talking to each other as if this is the first time they've met.
After breakfast, would you join me for some air out front?
It would be my pleasure.
Could be the start of a romance.
But I could have sworn I'd left my key here. Maybe I dropped it.
You are clumsy.
I'm sorry, Mr. Dupre. We will have to postpone that conversation. Once we're finished here, I'll need to go to reception and ask whether anyone has turned in my key.
Oh, I'll turn in your key, all right. After I've had a poke around.
Of course, madam. I'll be in the courtyard, should you find time to join me.
Okay, you're going to be in the courtyard. Great. You going to leave me alone with the biscuits?
Sorry, sir. Would you mind waiting until we had the place cleared before returning?
Okay, so breakfast is done. What's our ongoing? Right, let's go back a step and let's have a look at... I found a letter written by him in the lobby. Did we? Okay, well, we haven't got their key. Funeral director, okay. I found a letter written by him in the lobby. One sec. Bum. Ah, Olivia Darcy is the one who complained about the manager. Okay. But no letter from him in my thing, so it clearly wasn't that important. Room 13 then. Mrs. Darcy. Here. Alright, let's go up the east tower. That seems to be the way to do it. Which I think is this way. Spooky basement. East tower. Okay, up we go. Doodly-doodly-doo. And we're going to go into Olivia Darcy's room. Is it Olivia? Definitely Darcy. 13, I think her room is. Here we go. Have a quick listen. Nope, no one inside. Yep. Let's try and click the right one. Okay, we've got 36 minutes left on the clock. But we don't have a pressing deadline, so... Right. Now we can open these for free. That's just clothes. That's just clothes. Yep, that seems like evening wear. That is a spiritualism book, so I'll look at that one. A book on spiritualism. The information within seems targeted to the inexperienced. Well, she was learning. She was asking questions. Oh, a diary. Oh, schedule. That's good. Mrs. Darcy's schedule for the weekend. I have noted her movements in my timeline. Great. Timeline is 3, I think. So... Darcy. Oh. So, lobby. She'll be in the garden for a bit. And then she'll be in the ballroom. Great. Okay, that's fine. That's... No one really cares. Journal. Letters. Cross. Perfume. 4. Okay, let's start with the letters. Rather racy letters to Mrs. Darcy's husband. But they don't seem to be written by Mrs. Darcy herself. Does that writing look familiar? I don't know. I can't see it. Are there any similarities between these letters? Yes, the E. This. This. The Y, of course. The handwriting matches. It seems Miss Dean is the author of these letters to Mr. Darcy. Bum. So Miss Darcy has a connection to Miss Dean, one with an inbuilt motive. I appear to be turning into Liam Neeson. Okay, cool. Evidence. Let's go to this one. And I want to go to Darcy. Boom. Motive. Okay, so Miss Darcy's letters. Romantic correspondence to Mr. Darcy and her mistress. Miss Dean's signature, and the mistress is Evelyn Dean. Oh, I'm doing that. You can't. I was doing this face. You can't see. Not that it matters, but I was doing it for my own amusement, and you couldn't see what I was imitating. Okay, fine. Back we go. Let's look at the writing. Notes she's making about the event, but they seem less academic in nature and more a work of fiction. Okay, so maybe she's a writer. Those blasted dreams of home. I don't want to go home, not after what happened. I want a new life. There's a loose page slipped in here. See, the character of Detective Ward doesn't do accents, so he was reading her journal in his own accent. That's my justification for what just happened. A medical search showing Miss Darcy was bedbound for some time in the autumn of last year with a cold. It's a hell of a cold. The doctor listed it as medical code UO33. UO33. Whatever that means. And I can look at it. Okay. Well, that just cost me time to do a thing I'd already bloody looked at. What's in the vanity box? Anything? Use. Son of a bitch. Can I... Do I care about the perfume? Let's have a look at the cross. A Protestant cross. Okay, so she's Protestant. Why do we keep... Which... I don't want to be here. I want to be in here. Oh, I need to profile her. So I need to, like, stare at her and click on her. What does the code refer to? I wonder if there is somebody or some place I can learn that from. Maybe there's a doctor. I don't think the coroner guy, I can't remember what his name is, begins with a D. I don't think, who was at breakfast, I don't think he'll tell us, but there must be a doctor in the house somewhere. Okay, if I go out and I go back to mysteries. Okay, that's what I want. Perfume. Notes of damask rose. Someone else would know better. Okay, not good enough to put into book. Okay, just a normal book. Sometimes it's an important book, but normally it's clear. I'm getting better at knowing if it's clear. Like this one. Here we go. Ooh, the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. That's what Bumberclutch had. Information on the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. It seems rather rudimentary reading. For a fully fledged member. Okay. And that's just a normal book. What the I'm going back. Stop going back to this. I don't care about this. I'm going to mark all as red. Done. You're what I'm interested in. But also, Ericsson, not Bumberclutch. Right, I want you to stay in this screen when I go to look things up. Okay, you can open a stool. A vial of poison. Why on earth does Mrs. Darcy have a bottle of thallium? I bet if I go back to bloody mystery, it's going to open the wrong thing again. Son of a bitch. Okay, that's fine. Anything else to click on? Have we looked in here? Yes, we have looked in there. Oh, we've looked in that one. Okay. Discover the meaning of the medical code. So I think it's saying we have done everything in this room we need to do. That's cool. This is interesting. It's been toppled over. Okay, that's fine. That's a bit spooky. Lots of this has been knocked as well. Everything's a bit on the shonk. This is moved. What has happened in here? This whole corridor is like on the piss. Okay, let's have a quick look at what do we know? What do we know? Okay, where are people? We can't go back in the dining room. We can go to the lobby. I also want to investigate the quarters of the hotel manager. Let's go downstairs. No, wait. Wait. Hotel manager. His name is Varley. Varley. Okay, still unclear where that guy is. Down we go. Hello.
Again?
No, I've got nothing. I've got nothing. Let's go to the evidence. And I can discuss that with... Who are you? Is that Darcy herself? I don't want to discuss it with her. But apparently that's the only person I can discuss it with. She's in the... She's not in the dining room. She's in the lobby. And where am I? The lobby's in here. Nope, that's the loo. I don't think I'm going the right way. This looks spooky though. The Blake family residence. I'm going to have a little poke around. That's just a book. I'm going to have a little poke around. Okay, the bar opens later. Anything in here? Nope. Toys. I mean, that is just a wheelchair. This I'll have a look at. Oh, wait, I've got this. Plus half a lemon. Triangle. Diamond. Where did I find that? Got it written down, though. Hidden door. Just a minute. Where did I find this? Was it in Miss Dean's journal? Yes. Okay. Yes, that was delivered to my room by an unknown person. Cool. Okay. Using my detecto vision. Ooh, that's a towel. There's more towels. Oh, shit. I can't look in all of these. It's going to take me forever, so maybe I need a good idea of... which one to look in. Can I look in here? Is that more towels? Nothing inside. Anything in here? Anything in here? No. Okay, where are we on the map? We are in here. Changing room corridor. Okay. What is this? The bathhouse. Locked for the season. So we came out of the gents. Were we allowed to go in the ladies? I imagine it's more of the same. Yep, locker, locker, locker. Yep, towels. That's weird, isn't it? Also locked. That's fine. We can't get to bar. So what are we looking for here? Northeast corridor. Right. Okay, I'm going to go back through the mystery gents room, I guess. Oh. Yes, okay. Weird. But we could have gone... What is the point of that? Could we not have gone through that door? Anyway? Like, I don't know what that opens up to us. Okay. Okay, maybe things will get locked down later and we'll... Oh my god. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Voice volume is up. Ah! Nope, nope, no, 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 no. Okay, just a little test of that. Oh, do a little save, just in case. Of course, a locked door. I don't think it sees much use. From my memory of the outside, I suspect this key leads to the Blake private residence. Will that be important? That's your man, your current Blake. That's your newly late Mrs. Blake. Oh, you guys are fucking me up. Oh my god. Okay. 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 What do we expect? Oh, the library. The library. This is good because we've had like 10 different things come up on our screen saying this is a library topic. This is a library topic. Certain topics can be researched in the library to uncover further information. Key research topics will always be found on the research desk. The bookshelves can be used to gain supplementary information. Topics can be researched from other characters, evidence, and other research topics. All right. Archaeology. Very big archaeology wing. Geography. World mythology. This is a heart. Okay, it's not going to cost us anything to look at stuff. So... Alright, let's start with archaeology. Let's see what happens if you just click on something. Explorations into the fields of archaeology, its changes over the past 100 years, and information on some of the biggest sites and finds in that period. Is there anything I want to look up? Nothing right now. Okay, cool. Now, I can't remember what the hell... Psychology. Perhaps. Tomes on the mind and its workings. I see titles on asylums, mental disorders, and phrenology, alongside books on stoicism, existentialism, and nihilism. Is there anything I want to look up? Nothing right now. Okay, well... Geography. I honestly can't remember what the hell Let's come up. A great collection of works on world geography and geographical features. Aha! Now we're cooking. Blake Manor. Construction on Blake Manor began in 1652 on land awarded to the veteran soldier Edward Blake. It was a matter of no small undertaking or finance, and the work continued over generations. It is said the manor was built on ground that the local residents considered to have once been sacred, but records of this do not exist. So I'm just fiddling with my microphone. I pulled it out of the stand because I'm super clever. Super clever. Okay, that's going to be close enough, I guess. Look up the Connaught region. The westernmost province of Ireland, once a collection of kingdoms and a site of and witness to two of the most terrible battles in Irish history. Whilst interceded with significant periods of peace, Connaught has a history of warfare. Party to the Irish rebellion against the crown, aided by French forces and backdrop to the Cromwellian conquest. Connaught is a much contested stronghold of Irish culture. Ooh, we've unlocked Oliver Cromwell. We looked up the Ulster region, the northernmost province of the 4 provinces of Ireland, and once the heart of the Gaelic world. Today, Ulster holds the greatest population of Protestants and loyalists to the crown after the country of Ireland was adopted into the United Kingdom in 1801. Boo! Ulster was previously a region of importance to Irish sovereignty, it being the seat of power from where one of 5 king above kings would rule. Belfast is the largest city in the region on the borders of counties Antrim and Down, and is a significant centre of populace of Ireland as a whole. Look up the Munster region. The southernmost province of Ireland's 4 provinces. Munster was where the most of St. Patrick's work bringing Christianity to Ireland took place. With this and several cities, Cork and Waterford among them, founded by Irish settlers, Munster has had a tradition of transformative visitations. Not least of these being the colonisation of the region by the English, boo, in the 16th century, a most significant venture by the Crown. Look up the Leinster region. The easternmost province of Ireland, Leinster was home to many Celtic tribes, and most notably the Lagan, to which the province owes its name. This region housed a collection of small kingdoms and dynasties, with the Hill of Tara in particular located in Mid, and later named Meath, holding a significant spiritual and political power as the seat of the High Kings of England. Vikings made their arrival to Ireland and in the mid-9th century had a transition from raiding to settling, with Dublin being their most significant settlement, serving as a major trade centre and later becoming a Norse Gaelic kingdom. This would not last, as the Vikings were later driven out by native Irish rulers. This goes on. I like that they're making this game and they really want you to be understand, it's set in Ireland and it's set in Ireland. Leinster has seen a long history of territorial battles ranging from the arrival of the Anglo-Normans in the late 12th century, leading to the broader invasion of English forces, to a Gaelic resurgence in the Middle Ages, followed by the Tudors solidifying English control over Ireland by the 16th century. More recently, the Cromwellian conquest landed in Dublin with 10,000 troops and travelled north to begin an assault that would later be known as the Siege of Drogheda, or the Drogheda Massacre. It's surviving. I know I'm not pronouncing that right, and I haven't learned Irish pronunciation properly, so you're just going to have to bear with. It's surviving rebels being transported to the overcrowded jail of Dundalk, where they were left to starve and die. This would only be the beginning of Oliver's devastating campaign on Irish soil. Cool. Well, we learned geography in the form of history. Not helping us necessarily with our investigation. Science? Topics such as physics, astronomy, and geology are more stored here. Okay. Is there any way to know what I want to research? No. Okay. Medicine. Ooh, medicine, because we've got some medicine. Collection of medical texts. Practices long outdated. Yes, I do. I want this. It says here the code. It says here this code is used to indicate spontaneous abortion or miscarriage in common parlance. It seems the condition being listed as a bad cold is a euphemism. Interesting. Many accomplished modern doctors and physicians have been born and raised and trained in Ireland, so we look at folk healing. And thus there is no shortage of doctors there. Ireland is home to a parallel discipline known often as folk healing. That is, the tradition of treating ailments, common and uncommon, with hedge magic, from the tangible, such as the application of herbal teas and tinctures, to the intangible and somewhat more fantastical, often the creation of or application of charms or rites. While there is a belief that some ability is available to anyone, particular prowess is noted among a community and often leads to one or two people being noted authorities on the practice within their communities. Okay, that's kind of what we needed right now. So if we look this up. Yes. I mean, do I want to discuss her abortion with her? That seems a bit prying, and I don't know if it's pertinent. Flora and fauna. Various books on plant life and wildlife, living and extinct. No, I don't think so. Irish mythology. I don't think so. The four cycles of Irish mythology here alongside supernatural sites and entities. The Veil. What do we know about the Veil? The Veil is the barrier between living and the dead, the mundane world and the spirit world. There are times and places where the veil thins and interaction between the two worlds becomes easier, for better or for worse. The veil may be thin in places that have seen great tragedy or in places of magical significance. As for time, it is known that the veil is thinnest on All Hallows Eve. That's when the séance is. And this is when spirits of many kinds may walk the earth and even be seen by those who would usually not encounter such things. It is also when communication through the veil is easiest. As such, traditionally, any attempts to contact the dead are made in this period of the year, and they are known to be most successful at this time. Okay, so what we got? Irish folklore, maybe spiritualism? A mix of guides to spiritual matters. Is there anything I want to look up? I do want to look up this, because it's come up a couple of times now. The Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. To the layperson, not much is known about the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, henceforth the Golden Dawn. It is a secret magical society founded in England, although it is rumoured to have further branches. Reportedly, the Golden Dawn's focus is on divine magic and spiritual development, though the specifics of this are unknown. Despite the Golden Dawn's enigmatic nature, its members may be recognised by its symbol, a Latin cross with a rose in its centre and a pentagram and several alchemical symbols on each arm. Well, we've seen that before. Okay, I'm not going to go through all this right now, otherwise we'll just be reading an entire library on this episode. Whoa! A research desk. This will be useful if I want to look anything up. Cool. Blake history, Irish history, world history. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna... what we got here? A schedule. This looks to be Miss Quinn's schedule. I've made note of her movements in my timetable. Who the fuck was Miss Quinn? Quinn. No idea. Research. Various books detailing historical land ownership in this region. Okay. Connaught ancestry. Map of Ireland. Do I need this? Go on. A map of Ireland and one of Connaught, the region this hotel sits in. Some sections are carefully marked out. Okay. Did we hang on to that? Yes, we did. Discussable with question mark. Don't think I need to look at that right now. Blake. That looks like original Blake. Blake history. Medical codes. I think we've looked at that already. Yeah. Percival Blake. Mary Blake. Wilhelmina Blake. Okay. Nothing yet. I know it's here, and I'll look at it when I think I need to. What's out this door? Where are we? Back to the atrium. Do I want to ask her about her abortion? It feels a bit gross and impersonal. But it's the only lead I've got right now. He has tended to be tactful when discussing it. Oh, I can eavesdrop.
Yes, madam.
I seem to have misplaced my room key.
I see. Let us see what we can do about that for you. Now, where has that spare key gotten to?
Okay. Oh yeah, let's analyze her because we haven't done that yet. She's got a tight smile. Or disdain, I guess we'll call it. She did not seem impressed with something. The event, the attendees, or me perhaps. Well, she lost her key, didn't she? Large brooch. Perhaps representing something and less dainty than one that would expect a lady to wear. All right. That is the thing we discussed. The order of the blah, 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 blah. A tan line. Evidence of a ring worn for a long time, since removed. Okay, so her husband is having an affair with Miss Dean. She has probably had an abortion, and I don't know if it's because she's like, my husband is a dick and I don't want anything to do with this anymore. I don't know. Hypothesis unlocked. All right. What do we got? So my hypothesis is she's had an abortion. Well, let's see what our options are. Miscarried. Okay. Or maybe it was... Olivia Darcy's goal is to blankety blank for the something that occurred. Okay, this is miscarried. For the affair. Murder Miss Dean? I think this is going to be Miss Dean. As revenge. Murder with poison. Yes, okay, that makes sense. Okay. What if I know what happened here?
Mrs. Darcy wants to murder Miss Dean. I should find and confront her about this.
I mean, quite funny that she wants to murder Miss Dean. Bumberclutch wants to eat her heart. If they both knew what was going on, they'd have to fight each other for the right... Or I guess she could murder Miss Dean and then Bumberclutch could eat her heart. Hello.
Mr. Ward, you've come back to me.
Yes, but it's not going to be great news, I'm afraid. Shall I confront? I'm going to confront. Your goal is to murder Miss Dean as a revenge for the affair that occurred while you miscarried.
What a dark horse you are, Mr. Ward. But for what purpose? Why go to all this trouble? Would you mock me? Or do you mean something worthwhile by it? I confess. I killed my husband. I did. It seemed to me there was nothing else I could do.
Oh, you killed your husband.
Everything he put me through. I saw nothing but red until he was cold in the ground. And then I thought, it wasn't only him who wronged me. There was the woman, too, who had caught his attention. She must have known. Our Evelyn Dean. So yes, I came here under his name, intent on finding her. To this forsaken backwater on the west coast of nowhere. To do something terrible to her. But now... Well, now I don't think I wish as much vengeance as I thought.
Okay.
But since I've been here... I didn't really believe in ghosts and magic before all this, you know. But I'll tell you this. I do now. My husband is haunting me.
Uh-oh.
I don't want vengeance, but I do want to be rid of him. And maybe he'll be content if he has her for company.
Oh.
If that is what it takes.
Oh, God. You're going to murder her for entirely different reasons.
There's no need to resort to such things, Mrs. Darcy. Let me see if I can do something about your husband.
Chance would be a damn fine thing.
Exorcism? Put a ghost to rest? Jeez. Oh my God. Okay, so we confronted her. She came to the event planning to revenge on Miss Dean for the affair. When her venom faded, her husband's ghost is compelling her to go through with it. If I can resolve the haunting, Miss Darcy would have no reason to harm Miss Dean. So she wants to kill Miss Dean to reunite her husband with her lover and to come to some peace. And this, Mr. Darcy is tormenting Mrs. Darcy in the afterlife. I should find a reason to ease him from visiting this mortal coil. How am I meant to learn how to exorcise a ghost? It's a good question. And it's a good question for next time. It's a good game, this. Good game. Confusing. There's a lot of things happening. So, right. So with Mrs. Darcy, we're exorcising. With Doyle, who knows what's going on? Not a lot. I can't click on everyone at the end of... Oh, okay. Okay, so we got... Yeah, so we don't know where the staff bedrooms are. Okay, so we got things on the move at the moment. 16 minutes till the end of the hour. I don't know if something happens at the end of every hour, but that's going to call it for now. Plenty to get stuck into. And I arrived here a skeptic, and now I'm reuniting ghosts. I'm being stared at by statues, and I am about to perform some kind of exorcism to stop a murder. I'll see you next time. Oh, I probably should say that you meant to like this and stuff and subscribe and do kind of engagement things, I guess. You know, so if you enjoy doing those kind of things, maybe you should. Maybe you should. The end.